contraceptives are one of the causes of infertility.
Yeah.
And the medical industry doesn't want to speak about it. But to what you're saying, there is science to back this thing. The loop is dangerous. The implant is dangerous. At some point, we knew the injection was dangerous because even after you get off it, people have irregular periods and heavy bleeding. The pill, I think, might still be the mildest, but continuous use of this stuff over time. Because again, we speak about tricking the body. If you're telling your body to not clean the system and you're not bleeding and cleaning out as a woman,
what's happening?
What's actually happening?
Exactly. I've always had an issue with contraceptives. I've limited my use, hence I have all these children.
Ow. Sibonge umama that says, enigma. Contraceptives are a sin. Okay.
I've never liked how they made me feel. So I was not willing to put myself in a position where I don't feel good because somebody says I should use this thing. I mean, come on, guys. There's condoms in the world.
If we think about it, just between me and you, as non-health professionals, what is one of these things doing? So you're having unprotected sex, a guy is ejaculating inside you.
Yeah.
No, that's too far. End of the month comes and no. Okay, a guy ejaculates inside you.
Yeah.
You're meant to, the sperm is meant to fertilize eggs.
Yes.
Which you're born with even before your mom had you, as an example.
Yes.
What happens? Does the sperm get blocked? Do the eggs become, like, is there something released by your body to make the sperm ineffective? Or do these contraceptives, after the egg is fertilized, kill this?
So my understanding is it thickens, so your uterus inside, there will be a thicker mucus layer that prevents the fertilized egg from sticking to the womb.
From sticking?
Yes.
So the egg gets fertilized?
Yes.
From your understanding?
It just doesn't stick.
And it goes out?
Yeah.
And then some of these things mess up your periods?
Yeah. And they just cause unnecessary drama, mood swings, and all this nonsense. Like, I'm just not into it, eh?
It's one of the posts that trended on Facebook for me years ago. And there were a couple of doctors that came into the comments. You don't know what you're talking about. Are you even a doctor? Why would you say this? It's misleading. And there was an immense amount of women that were like, I agree with you because I have experienced.
Yes.
I've struggled with.
Yes.
I came off. And again, anecdotal evidence. And we've seen a lot of these pharmaceutical companies with their science and research and whatever who go out and then people come back and they're like, but Johnson & Johnson has asbestos and it's made us sick and it's given us cancer. And then these guys pay billions in fines. But then they just keep it moving. It's like it took a few people to actually be like, but there's something wrong here. To get lawyers to fight these people to be like, but this thing is real. And when people say, but we've been experiencing these things, and then sometimes get annoyed with doctors. They come and they're like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, bro, this is not your drug. Exactly. This is not your industry. You just read this in a textbook and you're just a peddler of what you were taught. Don't take it personally. Your mom didn't invent medicine and you don't own people's bodies.
Also, traditional medicine has been a thing for a very long time. I think during the pandemic, there was also this hype around Mhlongo or Artemisia.
Yeah.
And doctors were like, don't use it. But these are things that we know in the African community have worked. Why shouldn't we?